Welcome to Cole's Truth. My name is Cole. It's March 19th, 2022. I have with me here my friend, former client Ronald Makin. I am going to introduce him. Again, I just wanted to recognize that we were friends and worked on his case. Brittany loved Ronnie, and she did a lot for Ronnie. Ronnie did a lot for us, and he misses her too. So I just put her picture up that we took about this time last year together, and wanted to introduce Ronnie. Ronnie, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and just maybe wanted to ask you, Ronnie, if you wanted to say anything today, and I'm going to go ahead. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about your case or anything you want to share, and I'm going to pull something up with Brittany. We don't have to go in any particular order. We're just going to be informal, okay?
Well, on the 18th of May of 2018, I was walking down the hallway about 10:07 and went for a walk, witnessed a traffic stop. In full details, told some police officers about it, and they were trying to accuse me of aggravated arson for walking down a hallway.
Well, tell me what happened, Ron. You don't have to go into all details. We don't want to discuss all your case right now because really, you did you start a fire, Ronald?
No, had no cause.
What happened? Where's the fire at?
There was a fire at the Meadows apartment, and
How serious was it?
it was a little carpet fire. Some people spilled cleaning chemicals.
And who called 911 on that?
Yeah, I was the one that called 911, did what they instructed me to do.
Did you help anybody out of the building?
Yep, I helped several people out of the building, helped a friend, his name was Kent Ashby, put his artificial leg on. He was an amputee.
Well, Ken Ashby, go ahead, Ronnie.
Then went and focused on the people that couldn't see, made sure they was again able to get out of the building. Had a friend, Raul, asked me if I knew how to use a fire extinguisher.
And we've got a video that we can kind of show that what Channel 4 News did. If you want me to put it on there, I will. Do you want me to put it on sometime?
Sure.
With the news, okay.
And anyway, I took the fire extinguisher from him, went out and put out what I seen. It looked like I did put out all the fire before the fire department even got there. They have not given us all the discovery.
And what was the main piece that we keep asking for over and over again? Was there a video surveillance camera?
We was asking for full video surveillances, video surveillance of the hallway that caught fire.
Now, video surveillance, it just shows partial, but turn on it exists, right?
The video surveillance, it's been cut, spliced. The timestamps on the videos don't match. We have not been given what has been requested.
Would you be happy if they would just do the right thing, Ronnie, number one, without being angry, just make it fair and right with you?
I would like to see them make it fair, fix everything they have done.
And what kind of suffering? I know you're not a victim, and I just want to know what kind of things have happened since this occurred.
Yeah, I've been going around staying with a bunch of friends where we're going in this process and trying to move forward, stay positive, and because I know in the long run, I know they're going to do the right thing.
Part of the people that had an agenda, and Brittany was.
Yes.
What do you think happened to Brittany? Without naming any names or anything, what do you think happened to her?
I think somebody murdered her in New York.
Now, were you or around that area. Now, were you? What do you feel about her work on your legal case? What was she
Oh.
like with your case? How can you explain to them how she was?
Brittany was awesome. She went out and beyond what I believe anybody would normally done.
Yeah.
She was like a wonderful sister and very caring individual.
Thank you, Ronnie. She really loved you. Do you remember any examples of something she did, or any times you remember that you enjoyed we had with her?
Yeah, we went up and we took pictures at just before Britt's and Cole's wedding anniversary up in a nice little, really pretty area. We stood in front of a waterfall in Ogden Canyon. It's very special times.
Well, I'm going to play this real quick, Ronnie, and it's on my phone, I know, but it's the best I can do right now. We'll
Yeah.
get the technical support up and going later. But this is Ronnie's birthday last year.
Hey, Ronnie, it's your birthday. What day is it? April 5th, 2021. We're at the Lucky Slice. Hey, Emma. Hey, Brett. Hi. None of that. None of that. We're all very lucky. Everyone's singing. Happy birthday to you. Ignore your phone, Ronnie, to you. Happy birthday, dear Ronnie. Happy birthday, our brother you. I love you, Ronnie.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's just a little bit how Britt was, and Carrie and Ronnie. We love Ronnie. Ronnie, there's a lot of good changes going on, we feel, in the system. And,
Yes.
we don't harbor animosity for anyone. We want truth and justice, and the truth is on our side. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have full confidence, because I have all the evidence. Full confidence, and so do a number of other people, that the truth is going to come out.
That would be
And
awesome.
we're not trying to embarrass or harm anyone's reputation, but for Pete's sake, enough is enough on a ridiculous, laughable, absolutely unnecessary posturing. And I don't know if, our stance with our video clip, but when you charge someone with a crime where you have to confabulate evidence to the point that it's just not believable, and that it's impossible, I don't know how you just can't provide the whole videotape. I've been asking for it for a couple of years. The whole videotape, unredacted, and there is an individual. We believed it was an accident.
Yes.
Running out of there. I mean, why can't they just provide it? I have full confidence that this attorney on the case right now will make short work of this, and then it can quietly be dismissed, and things can be settled fairly reasonably with Ronnie. Anyway, I wanted to give Ronnie another chance to say anything that he wanted, anything that he felt like everybody should know. Ronnie, of course, is a member of a Native American Indian tribe. I have these connections as well, and Ronnie. So I've got the eagle up here because he loves the United States. He really does. And he believes in the Constitution, and I've never seen a greater patriot. He believes in truth and justice and freedom. And so I just put this up here. It's Ronnie's eagle feather up here by the picture with the eagle. And it's not going to be a long video, but I'm going to give Ronnie a chance to talk a little more, of course. We'll try and put the other video clip up on the air, and we have full confidence that this can be resolved. I mean, this case is something that it just needs to really go away. I'd be beyond embarrassed to try and prosecute this and call myself a minister of justice. And this isn't hard to understand. There's no these big side issues, and we could prove all this other stuff. The main point is there's just no proof that he did anything wrong, but help people and carry them outside and call 911. Go ahead, Ronnie. What else do you want anybody to know?
Yeah, they when they accused me, they arrested me, took me to the Davis County Jail. In there, they put me on had me take psych meds, tried to get me to sign a phony confession, admit to something I have never done. And they recorded the interview with them when Oliver was talking with them. It's been cut, spliced. It's been doctored up. That was the Fire Captain Hunt of Bountiful City and Detective Alberg of Bountiful City.
Well, we really don't want to have to show all the evidence. We're not trying to pinpoint these two people out and
Yeah.
cause problems, are we, Ronnie?
Yeah, they was the main two people that was
Who
there.
involved.
at that
Somebody had
time.
to put their names on it, so that makes them responsible. I don't know
Yes.
what else we're supposed to say, right? Or you're supposed
Yes.
to say. I know that when I left there, his information was passed on to a lot of civil rights lawyers that were concerned. And after Britt's murder, people started to become more concerned about what was occurring with my case and my situation as whistleblowers. But I spent 10 years working to end, as best we could, human trafficking and what amounted in many cases to crimes committed under color of state. We maintained confidentialities, and I'm very grateful for my brothers that have protected me since all along, but since she passed away, since she was murdered with the Special Forces, and thank you so much. And I just wanted to say that. Ronnie, and we won't say anything too much more because we want
Okay.
to make sure that, we're not trying, there's really just not a case, but,
I know.
I guess it could be tried in the courts of public opinion very easily, and it could take on a life of its own. I made sure with all the evidence I had, especially with things that could have affected us, that they were in the right hands and distributed in such a way that they wouldn't be, you signed, paperwork at the time that gave people in these positions, well, they have legal authority, but we won't go into that either. Just wanted to put that out there, that we mean no disrespect to anyone, but we have no fear of the truth. And Ronnie and I are two people that will not be have our voices silenced for people who are committing what amounts to crimes under color of state. I'm not calling any specific person a criminal, but it comes down to this, something that we worked on a while back, and under the due process and equal protection clauses of the United States Constitution, victims of crimes are entitled to the same fundamental rights and protections, regardless of whether the perpetrators of the crimes were acting under color of state or whether the perpetrator acted in his or her individual capacity. And therefore, the Utah Governmental Immunity Act and similar statutory enactments allowing and/or condoning officials functioning under color of state to commit crimes with impunity do not withstand constitutional scrutiny. Stuttered a little bit there. Pretty good for a dyslexic man. And with ADHD. That just means I've got some gifts of being bored with boring stuff, and I see things a little bit more in between the lines. So, any final words that you want to offer about Britt
Well,
and
Britt
the
was-
justice for her?
Britt was awesome. I just hope people that murdered her would be brought to justice.
Me too. And in the
Um,
correct way. I want it done right. I want to dishonor her memory.
Yeah.
Fair trial. And if in fact these people are convicted, I want them to have the best treatment possible. I'd like
Yeah.
to see reforms in the jails and prisons where people are at least living a middle income existence with true programs, not all of them are, to help people heal, to help people learn, help people correct their behavior, and so they become progressive and productive members of society. And then we need to look at who are really victims and who we should be jailing too. It's a huge problem, other issue, but yeah.
I enjoy helping people, but what they accuse me of is not helping people. Yeah, and it makes me feel betrayed to know they feel that way. And did take a chance to get to know who I am. And
How's your cancer doing, Ronnie? And they knew you had the pacemaker and these
yeah,
cancers.
I have a pacemaker. They accuse me of a lot of things, and I can't physically run because of it.
And he's a Native American Blackfoot. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that the tribes are really happy, but You know, with Native Americans, it makes you wonder why. I don't know that that was the main issue, but it seems like he hasn't received the best treatment. Anyway, we're going to end this for today. Somebody's knocking at my door.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.